Hi, everybody, once again. Well, the season keeps chugging along, and we're coming to the end of Triple Scoop Podcasting. It's Radio Icebox Season 2, Episode 10, JJ Stares into the Void. And before we get started with the episode, of course, we want to thank our wonderful members and patrons that make these shows possible. I want to thank patron Connor Caston today. Connor, thank you so much for your support. Members that we want to recognize today, Lyle Paulette. He is a great help to the IBRT. Thank you so much, Lyle. Christy Roche from Louisiana there. Thank you, Christy, for your support. And our very own Karen Schickel. We want to recognize Karen's contribution today to Radio Icebox. And super members, we got 2 of them this week. These are folks that are both voting members of the Icebox Radio Theater and patrons on Patreon. It's Steve Windles and Barry Streifert. Thank you, Steve. Thank you, Barry, for all that you do for Radio Icebox. Let's move right now into this week's episode. It's episode 10 of Season 2, JJ Stares into the Void.
Good morning, Icebox. It's warming up out there, spring is in the air, and you know what that means.
There's gonna be a blizzard tonight.
That's right, Cody. Good morning.
And a good morning to you, Abby.
That's not often we get to do the morning show together, is it?
No, but then again, these are weird circumstances.
Now, how so?
Do you really want me to tell the listeners why it's gotten weird around here?
Yeah, I suppose not.
The signal is perfect. Sound is truth. Image is illusion.
Yeah, I think they can figure that out for themselves.
Okay, well, we'll be back with weather and possibly news if we can get JJ down off the ceiling right after this.
Well, hi. It's Woody. Again. This here's the hardest part of the year, and we all know it. Ice is starting to rot. Open water still months away. And there's nothing to shoot around here. Nothing I could legally shoot around here. And sitting around the hot stove, that lost its charm about a week after Christmas. So, the thing is, this is the time of year we just have to all band together and endure. So buy some fishing tackle, please. Probably best to do without the ammo because, well, best not to have loaded guns around the house when it keeps snowing like this. You don't want to end up on the news, do you?
Woody's Bait Shop and Guide Service on Beach Avenue in Icebox. Open alternating Tuesdays, 1 to 5.
Safety first.
Woody's! Okay, Woody's Bait Shop and Guide Service. One of our most loyal sponsors here on Radio Icebox.
Very direct.
I like the fact that the store has a sign on it that reads, "Come in and buy something."
No confusion.
None at all. Announcements?
2 or 3. Looks like Steven Anderson needs a ride to the cities. His girlfriend plays basketball for Falls High School, and they're in the state tournament this year.
Go Broncos!
Yep. And you can leave a message for Steven here at the station.
I have a note here from Madge at the church. The Bazaar ladies are canceling their meeting due to weather tonight. More on that in a minute.
Einar Knudsen has some firewood that he says is just about cured. This is the last of the wood he got blowing up stumps 2 years ago.
I remember that. That was fun.
So if you'd like some logs, he'll autograph them for you at $2 a pop. And do you have the last one?
Yeah, it's from Polly Mitterson, who has a message to the character in the monster suit in the woods outside her house. Quote, "You're not scaring me. Pack it in before I call the cops."
Yeah, that's something to look into.
Monsters in the woods. Let's see if we can freeze them out with the weather forecast.
Well, we're not going to be freezing anyone out today.
That's good.
High temperatures around 31 degrees Fahrenheit.
That's good, too.
But it comes at a price because there's snow showers starting tonight around 5 p.m., which should continue through the night. And we're looking at another 6 to 10 inches. Tomorrow's high is dipping down to the low 20s, so it should be pretty good shoveling weather.
There is no such thing.
Oh, hush. Overnight low is around 19.
Currently, it's 24 here at the Opera House, 25 in International Falls, -4 Celsius up in Fort Francis.
National Weather Service calling for overheated necks and angry muttering as we have to get the snow shovels out again tomorrow morning, followed by closed curtains and Netflix and chill across the listening area. If we had Netflix.
And what about DVD and chill?
No mention of that in the forecast.
We have a weird weather service office.
Indeed. News is next. Spring is nearly here, and that means it's time to prep your garden at Weird Sisters Flower and Garden. While Mother Earth lies sleeping under her cold blanket of snow, it's the perfect time to mix up fertility potions and sacrifices as we head toward warmer weather. All reptile bones and imported potion herbs are now buy two, get one free at Weird Sisters Floral and Garden. And if it's yard art you're interested in, we have a wide selection of figures, both nude and clothed, statuary, stone altars, full-sized and miniature, as well as bird baths for our feathered friends, the ravens who like to swoop down and feed on the smaller birds as they come to bathe. Yes, the season of life is nearly here, and we've got everything you need to survive it at Weird Sisters Floral and Garden Center on Lake Street across from Graves Manor in Icebox.
Time now for news headlines from Radio Icebox. This is Marv L. Comics reporting. A weather front approaching from the west has the communities of Icebox, International Falls, and Fort Francis bracing for the worst. Some predictions estimate up to a foot of snow expected in the next 24 hours. Lake Grocery reports one shopper, Brad Robinson, who recently moved to town from Iowa, running around the store in a panic buying emergency supplies while the rest of the patrons stared at him and yawned in a bored fashion. City crews will be plowing the streets tonight, so they ask everyone to move their cars into the driveways and garages. Also, the city asks that any citizens who can, quote, move snow with their mines, witchcraft powers, or illegal energy transference devices to please do so for the duration of the weather emergency. Any ordinances violated for the public good will be ignored in this instance. Monsters in the woods are being blamed for ruined snow sculptures by several families living on the 300 block of Beach Avenue. The artwork was the result of a bet between Connor Riley and Heather Brooke, both age 10, who began building snowmen last December. Parents and siblings soon joined in the spirit of winter fun, the result being 14 new works of frozen art in backyards which border the woods north of town. Woods which are now apparently a home for a creature that is either furry and 8 feet tall or slimy and capable of walking on its tentacles, depending on who you talk to. The creature has been blamed for the destruction of several snow sculptures, as well as some yard art, the lock on a backyard shed, and an old doghouse that once belonged to Spitfire, the long-deceased beagle belonging to Mr. Douglas Anderson on the 500 block. Parents are demanding local law enforcement treat the report seriously. Icebox police are withholding comment at this time, other than to suggest the families affected contact animal control. So about 20 minutes past the hour here on Radio Icebox. You guys aren't going to do the Audible thing, are you? You know, because we've been talking about this for the best part of the season, and talking about the screaming pipes, and also getting Cody a little help with the internet, and it's just not been a tremendous response. So that's totally cool. I kind of get it. We're a town without internet, and yet I'm asking you to go to audibletrial.com/IBRT. But it really is a really cool service, and you don't need to stay on and pay the money month after month. You can just get the free month by going to audibletrial, this one word, .com/IBRT, and just filling out, this survey where you can get audiobooks, you can get stories by classic authors, you can even get some great old-time radio plays, including stuff by the Icebox Radio Theater. And you're not just talking about one or two plays here. We're talking about collections like Frozen Frights, Volumes 1 and 2. That's good 4 hours of great audio that you can take with you and listen to wherever. You can give them as gifts to relatives outside of town. It's a cool thing to do, and like we say, it would help us a lot with some of the plumbing problems that we have here at the station. So just go ahead and go to audibletrial.com/IBRT for Icebox Radio Theater and check it out today, won't you? And I thank you.
JJ?
Sound is truth. Image is illusion.
Yes, we understand that, but did you want to introduce the play of the day?
I have much work to do in preparation for the invasion. I have much work to do. Also, I need to practice walking with this blindfold.
Why?
You'll see. Sound is truth.
You're just a little bit off of my.
I know that. This is the New World Order. We have to.
We have to make way for the truth.
Move left. The door's to your left.
Okay, it's fine. I can. Ow! Sound is truth. Image is illusion.
Okay, do we...
Yes.
Funny how people always talk about a small town, how friendly it is, how everyone knows each other. Sometimes even complain about it, everyone's nose in everyone else's business. Oh, but mostly it's positive, even blindly positive. Thing is, even people in a small town don't know much about each other. Take my uncle, Walt.
Oh, Denise, can I get a refill here, please?
My uncle, my own flesh and blood, and I know next to nothing about him. Oh, he worked at the mill 30 years. He's married to Aunt Jane until she passed 2 years ago. Oh, but you could find out stuff like that by asking around. I don't really know the man.
You complain too much.
Ain't nothing you can do about it.
I don't really know the other man there neither. That's Pete, my nephew. Just turned 20, got his GED. He doesn't really seem to want to do anything with himself. Anything but sit around the busy bee with Walt and me and drink coffee.
When did you bake those scones, Denise?
This morning. You want one?
Cranberry?
Oh, fresh out.
It's weird. I sit all day with these two codgers, my own family, and I don't know nothing about them. Oh, but Denise there.
Here you go, hon.
Waitress, part owner of this place. I know a lot about her. Single mom, native to town.
You know, if you three spent half as much time picking up litter as you did complaining, we'd have the cleanest streets in the Midwest.
Perceptive? Yeah, I know a lot about her. Just goes to show. You know what you know, and you don't know what you don't. Doesn't matter how smart you are or how dumb. That probably explains why a certain thing happened recently. Certain thing that I think I'll remember my whole life.
How about that refill?
Hold your horses. I'm brewing a fresh pot.
It was a Thursday afternoon in March. The snow had just started to melt for real, and that put Pete onto a scheme. It didn't take much to put Pete onto a scheme.
So what do you think, Uncle Walt?
I think it's a harebrained idea.
Why? Just because nobody's ever done it before?
That's why it's never been done before. It's harebrained.
What you got going on, Pete?
Oh, hi, Denise. Could I get a little, top?
Sure. So, what's your idea?
What? Oh, it's nothing. Nothing.
Oh, don't get so tongue-tied around her.
Walt, just...
Well, he talked my ear off about it. Oh, get this, Denise. Petey here wants to be the plow dispatcher.
The what?
The plow dispatcher, he thinks. All the men in town who have snow plows pay him a percentage to organize them. He gets to sit indoors in the phone. They do all the work.
It's a natural. Look, right now the plows work every man for himself, right? The snow falls, they go driving around, bothering people at 5 in the morning, seeing if they want their driveways plowed. What if people could just call one number, I call the plow guy, and it's done?
You know, most of the businesses contract with guys in the fall, right?
They do?
Well, sure. Plow guys have their list of parking lots before the first flake even falls.
What about driveways?
Well, most people shovel. Thought you to know that. You shoveled my drive enough.
He didn't want to know it. He was too busy coming up with some lazy job for himself. Kid thinks it's better to invent a job than just go and get one.
Get one where?
Oh, here we go.
Mill's hiring, or they will be soon.
Well, it's not like when you worked there, Uncle Walt. They don't need hundreds of guys to push the wood pulp around. They got robots now. You practically got to be an engineer to work there.
So, go get some training. You're young enough.
Lay off, Walt.
Oh, you're one to talk. Mill's hired a dozen times in the past few years. You don't even go down and apply.
I don't know if my schedule will allow it, that's all.
Oh, your schedule.
Well, you want me to panel that room. Mrs. Kaminsky wants me to fix her garage roof. I got a set of cabinets I'm supposed to be working on for the past...
Oh, always an excuse to avoid a real job.
Oh, you three are a picture.
What's that supposed to mean?
Sitting here all day complaining about the world.
We're not here all day.
And you even know it. That's the funny part. You gave yourself a name and everything.
What? You mean the Ambition Club? Oh, that was just a joke.
Some joke? You had T-shirts printed.
Well, Bucky down at the shop offered to do it for cost.
Yeah, because he thought it was funny.
What are you trying to say, Denise?
Nothing. Refill, Walt?
Ambition Club. That's funny that too you don't have enough ambition to fill a thimble.
Now see here.
Hello, ma'am.
Hi, sweetie. What can I do for you?
I understand the Ambition Club meets here.
Come again?
I should explain. My name is Linnea McAllister Smith. Here's my card.
You have cards.
Oh, they're just done in a laser printer. I can't afford to have real ones printed up. Yet.
How old are you, hon?
16, ma'am. Oh, do you prefer Miss? I don't mean to offend.
Why don't you just call me Denise?
Ah, my favorite cat's name is Denise. Oh, I'm sorry.
No, it's all right. I love cats.
I get a little wound up sometimes. Wound tight, my mom says.
Yeah, I can see that.
Anyway, I'm interested in the Ambition Club. I want to put in a scholarship application.
A what?
A scholarship application for the Ambition Club scholarship.
You gonna jump in here, guys?
You looking at us?
You have to be hearing this.
Did I get the wrong coffee shop?
No, honey, you didn't. This is where the Ambition Club meets.
What'd she say?
I said this is where the Ambition Club meets, Walt. That's right, isn't it?
Denise.
You got lucky, hon. You walked right in on a meeting.
I did? Where?
Right here. The executive board of the Ambition Club is right there in that booth.
Oh, that's awesome. It's so lucky to find you here.
Oh, lucky.
Hello, my name is Linnea McAllister Smith. Here's my card.
Howdy.
I'm a senior at Icebox High, and I'm here about the Ambition Club scholarship.
The what now?
Quiet, Walt. You say you're a senior, honey.
Yes, sir. I was homeschooled for the first 9 grades, then I went to IHS for the rest. I'm going to graduate at 16.
Wow, that's something. Weren't you 20 when you got your GED, PD?
Anyway, I'm applying for as many scholarships as I can since, well, I need the money for college. And a friend at school told me about the Ambition Club.
That's so.
Yes, sir. And as it's already March, I thought I'd expedite matters and come find you fine gentlemen for an application.
Honey, do you remember which friend it was told you we had a scholarship?
It was Brett Bradley.
Brett Bradley. I think that's Donnie's boy, ain't it?
If he's anything like Donnie, he'll pull something like this without blinking. Tell me something, honey.
Yes, sir?
Is this Brent kid known for pulling your leg?
Sir?
Playing pranks, stuff like that?
I really don't know. I don't actually talk to the other kids at school much. I'm there to learn.
Of course you are, hon. I'm afraid that boy was having a little joke, though.
I don't understand.
Well, we're what you call the Ambition Club, but we don't give scholarships.
They don't do anything but sit and waste oxygen.
You still here?
So I think that boy was just playing a joke.
Oh. The name is ironical.
Yeah, that's right.
It's what now?
I'm really sorry. I didn't know.
No, that's all right. I wish you real well and a lot of luck on that scholarship search.
Yeah.
So it was a joke? I'm really sorry, gentlemen. I regularly misunderstand when people are joking. I didn't mean to bother you.
Oh, no, honey, there's no reason to cry. Simmer down.
I'm not crying. I'm not. I have to go. Thank you, gentlemen. Thank you very much for your time.
What is wrong with you three?
What? What did we do?
You made that little girl cry, you big gorilla.
Hey, no call to insult me, Denise.
Yeah, he can't help it if he looks like a gorilla.
Making jokes, that's fine. You three really make me sick sometimes.
Oh, what are you on about now?
Oh, do I have to spell it out, Walt? A little girl comes in asking for help and you send her away crying.
Well, that ain't fair. What could we do?
You could let her down a little easier. Couldn't you see how it was for her? I don't talk to the other kids much, she says. All serious with business cards and everything. I bet you I know who that was. I bet that's Einer Smith's little girl.
What? No.
Why not?
Oh, Einer didn't even have electricity till 85, practically a mountain man.
And he had a little girl be just about that one's age. Besides, look at her card. There's an address out on River Road. That's where Smiths live, ain't it?
Yeah, that's what the card says.
Ah, could a queer family like that push out a daughter like her? She could be a lawyer or something.
Well, Einer's second wife was smart as a whip.
She was a McAllister, now that I think of it. A lot younger than Einer.
How would you know?
Had a crush on her in school. Heather McAllister. Oh, she didn't want anything to do with any of us. She was headed out of town as fast as she could go.
Well, what happened?
I don't know. She headed to the cities for college. Then a couple of years later, I heard she and Ida had hooked up.
Mal, I hope you're proud of yourselves.
What do you mean by that?
Not only did you make her cry, but it sounds like she really needs a scholarship.
Well, what are we supposed to do about it?
Well, we could get her one.
What?
Well, we could get her a scholarship. How hard could it be?
You don't even know what you're talking about.
I mean, why couldn't we? Denise, how much are scholarships?
Oh, there's all kinds. Some $500, some full ride.
Oh, it's $500, huh?
Bit more than you thought, huh?
Well, I didn't know.
Oh, talk sense. Little girl made a mistake. That's all there is
Oh,
to
she
it.
sure did make a mistake. Asking you three for help, that's ridiculous.
That's it. I'm doing it.
What?
I'm doing it. I'm going to raise $500 for that girl.
Why?
Why not? She needs it, doesn't she?
Oh, fine. You do whatever you want.
And I'm going to use the name of the Ambition Club.
Pete, think about this.
What? What's wrong with using the name? We're a club, aren't we?
Do whatever you want. It's just a name on a T-shirt anyway.
I'm going to do it. Right now. I'm going to raise $500 for that girl.
$4.94, Pete.
Oh, right. Could you spot me, Snowy?
Sure thing.
Thanks. We'll do this. You wait and see.
Boy is always flying off halfway on things.
Yeah. Hello, Walt.
Unbelievable.
Sure is.
March. Yeah, we're supposed to be done with this.
Oh, come on, Walt. March is the snowiest month. We all know that.
It ain't Christmas. We're supposed to be done. You see what it's like out there?
Of course.
Oh, 6 inches more on the way. I tell you, this is the year. As soon as I get 2 nickels to rub together, I'm heading to Texas. I've had enough.
Hallelujah.
Oh, don't you think I won't?
Well, that's one sure sign of spring, isn't it, Snowy?
Yep.
Yeah. When Walt says he's going to Texas, we know the crocuses will be blooming soon.
Got a sister in San Antonio, you know.
Oh, Walt, take it easy. Aunt Ruth can't stand you.
I'm going.
Of course you are. Nobody said you weren't.
Hi.
Howdy, Pete. Another cup here, Denise.
Wait your turn.
Guys, you won't believe it. Look at this.
What's rolling around your skull, boy? Those coins are falling off the table.
Can you believe it? It's over $100.
What's it all about, Petey?
It's the scholarship.
The what?
The Ambition Club scholarship. Well, not the whole thing, of course.
Talk sense.
I said I was putting together a scholarship for the little girl, and I'm as good as my word. Look.
Looks like Denise's tip jar.
I wish.
But it's a start, and it's only the first day. I've been asking everyone in town, and people really seem to like the idea. The Ambition Club scholarship.
Yeah, did they like it, or did they seem to kind of laugh about it?
Some of both. Okay, mostly they just laughed.
Knew it.
But they still put cash in.
You've been going all around town to make fools of us, haven't you?
Now, Walt.
Well, he is. Look, he even got one of the shirts on.
Oh, yeah. Donnie Butler offered me $10 for it, but I told him no sale. I'm holding out for 20.
There you go. Donnie Butler wants something. You know it's a joke.
But this money ain't. Snowy, you see this, right?
See what?
What I'm trying to do.
Oh, yeah, very commendable, Pete. I'm proud of you.
Thanks.
So, here's $1.
Okay.
What?
$1? Don't you think you ought to put in a little more than that, Snowy? You are one of the club's founding members, after all.
One of the founding... Are you feeling all right?
What? You can't see what it is.
What do you mean?
Yeah, what do you mean?
Petey's got his head turned around by some little birdie again.
What?
Oh, now, come on. Walt Girl's only 16.
And Pete's only 21. Oh, don't act so shocked.
Do you think I'd... Are you thinking that... She's just a kid, Uncle Walt.
Oh, quit pretending, Petey. Why would you give a scholarship to someone when you ain't even been to college yourself?
Maybe that's why I want to give her a scholarship.
Yeah, I'll bet.
Snowy, would you help me get this cash back in the bag?
Of course.
Well, no, don't get all gloomy. There's no shame in it.
She's just a kid, Uncle Walt.
I knew plenty of girls used to get married at 16.
Well, this one's going to college, remember? And I'm going to help her if it's the last thing I do.
Oh, Petey.
See you, Uncle Snowy.
He called you Uncle.
So?
He never calls you Uncle. He calls me Uncle.
I am his uncle. You're his great-uncle once removed or something.
That's not the point. You're just Snowy. I'm Uncle Walt. That's the way it is. What?
Don't you think what you said was just a little out of turn?
Oh, he'll get over it.
I don't know. Seems awful serious about this.
Remember when he was 5 and he wanted to be Batman? He was awful serious about that, too.
Well, this is different.
Jumped off the roof and everything.
Just don't think you needed to say those things is all.
He's got to grow up sometime. If I don't push him, who will?
Oh, so this is about Pete.
Oh, of course it is.
Uh-huh.
What?
Nothing.
No, what?
Why does it have to be anything?
You got that look in your eye, that look you get when you think you know something the rest of us don't.
Oh, drink your coffee, Uncle Walt.
Smart aleck, that's all you are.
Who, me?
Of course you!
Was I ever disrespectful to you for even 5 minutes?
Oh, you are now. Look, it's about time you just admit to yourself that you're no better than the rest of us. Just a kid from the swamp, so you never had the smarts to get on in the mill and get yourself a wife. Bouncing from place to place like a bum.
I have moved 2 times since I was 20.
Yeah, little bachelor apartments. Embarrassing. Glad you're mine around to see it.
What is wrong with you today?
Oh, nothing.
Yeah, okay. He ain't sweet on that girl, you know.
Yeah, what would you know about it?
I can just tell he ain't sweet on her. There's something different about this.
Petey is flying off half-cocked again. There's nothing different about that.
That boy had $100 in quarters.
So
you ever seen him with $100 didn't end up in the liquor store in 10 minutes? This is different.
It's not too late for it to end up at the liquor store.
You just don't want it to be different.
What?
You don't want it to be different. Pete does something for someone. That's different. That's a change, which you don't like. You'd like us to just sit here with you till you keel over.
No, door's right there. You're welcome to use it.
I ought to leave you sitting right there stewing in your own juice.
Then go.
Why can't you just let Pete do this one little thing?
Door's right there.
What's wrong with you?
Nothing.
Nonsense.
What would you know about it? Independent contractor. Ha!
What do you know?
Oh, 30 years I put in at that mill. 30 years of the grime and the smell that used to hang over the whole town. Paying union dues, all the rest of it. 30 years I put in, and now I'm entitled to do whatever I want.
So you sit here and drink coffee all day?
I will if I want, yes.
And Pete's here to do what? Make you feel all smug about yourself?
I don't have any idea what Pete is doing here. He asked me the boy's just a waste of oxygen.
It's a hell of a way to talk about your own flesh and blood. And it's not even original. Denise said the same thing last week.
Denise! Refill, Denise? Denise! Denise?
Wait your turn. I got to rush on.
Yeah, but I've been waiting 5 minutes.
Here, I'll get it.
Oh, shouldn't go behind the counter. It's not your job.
This ain't a union shop, Walt.
That doesn't matter.
Denise, you mind if I hand out some refills?
Oh, you're a godsend.
There you go.
Doesn't make it right.
Hello, sir?
Oh, yeah. Hello.
Well, hello, honey. Hi, welcome back.
I'm here to apologize.
No, I won't hear that. Here, let me get you something.
No, I need to apologize.
No. Hey, how about a milkshake?
No, I don't. Actually, that does sound good.
Chocolate?
Vanilla?
Of course. Hey, Denise.
In a minute.
It'll be a bed.
It doesn't matter. I'm here to apologize.
No.
Please. I feel it's very important to maintain civil relations with important persons like yourselves. I would like to express my regret for my outburst yesterday.
Oh, better give it up, Snowy. She's going to be a lawyer for sure.
I behaved like a child, and I'm sorry.
Oh, that's all right.
You're very kind. I guess that's it. But thank you for your time.
Say, Linnea, there was a milkshake on the way.
I suppose it couldn't hurt.
I should say not. What do you weigh, girl? 25 pounds?
Oh, no, no.
So, how's the scholarship search going?
Pretty well.
You know, my senior year, there was a girl just exactly like you.
Really?
Uh-huh. You might even know her. Heather McAllister?
Oh.
Yeah. We were speculating the other day that she was your mom.
Yes. Yes, she is.
Yeah. You know, when your mom and I were in school together, she won all the scholarships. I remember we had the assembly to hand them out. They finally just gave her a chair right there on the stage. I think she won them all. Hey, where'd your mom end up going to school?
Hamlin in the city.
That's right, Hamlin. I couldn't remember before. Doesn't surprise me at all that you're Heather McAllister's little girl. The apple doesn't fall too far from the tree.
Yes. I was very inspired by her.
Yeah. Hey, how is she, by the way?
She died.
Oh, gosh, honey, I'm sorry.
That's all right.
I didn't know. I just...
No, it's fine. She never left the farm much the last few years, so I'm not surprised no one in town knew. When that happened, I found a box with all her school things. All those scholarships you remember. She saved the certificate for each one, and her speech ribbons and National Honor Society and everything. All of it, in one little cardboard box. You want to ask me, don't you?
I was just wondering what happened to that milkshake.
She was beautiful. She was intelligent. She was intensely motivated. She got out of town to go to college, and yet she ended up back here on the farm.
Honey, you don't have to say a word to me. Not one word.
I understand, Mr... What's your name?
Everyone calls me Snowy.
She came back spring break of her first year. She was already beginning to show by then. Grandmother and Grandfather McAllister were very strict about things like that. She was forbidden to go back to college. They wanted her to correct the situation. My mother refused, and they tossed her out. She always told me that Einar Smith was the first person in town that said a kind word to her.
I'm sorry, Linnea. I didn't know.
It's all right. She always said she got one good thing out of the whole thing anyway.
You said you were 16?
Yes.
So that was you.
Yeah. The cause of all the trouble.
So Einar ain't your pa?
Stepfather. Papa's always been very kind and decent to us. I have no complaints at all. It's just there isn't a lot of money for tuition and things.
So you're on your own for that?
Yes, sir.
A bit past sir, ain't we?
Yes, Snowy.
And you want to get enough money, let me guess, go down to Hamlin?
Or McAllister or Concordia or Bethel. Even the U would be all right, just as long as I'm...
Out.
Yes.
You hoping maybe to find him?
Find who? Oh, no. Mother told me he wasn't worth it. Just a boy she met at a party. He was nobody.
Except maybe to you.
Studies show the father-daughter relationship is one of the most important formative factors in a young girl's life. It's natural I'd be curious, as I am somewhat lacking.
Lacking?
Perhaps that's not the right word.
No, it certainly isn't. Walt, you see anything lacking in this girl?
You kidding? She's already the smartest person in the room.
Amen.
Of course, that's not saying much.
Double amen.
You just hang on, Linnea. Sometimes this town works better as a launch pad than a homestead. You'll go far.
I just hope I can do as well as she did.
Or maybe a little better.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Howdy, Pete. Say, the bag looks full.
This is embarrassing.
I bet you say that a lot, don't you, boy?
No, I mean... Hello there.
Good afternoon.
Didn't expect to see you here. Not until I had enough, anyway.
I don't understand.
Pete, why don't you put that bag up on the table before you strain yourself?
Yeah, Strain is right. This is probably so close to work that it confused him.
Wow.
Pretty stuff there, Petey.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Are you speaking to me?
Yeah, this is for you.
What is it?
$380, give or take.
It's for me?
It's the first ever Ambition Club scholarship, and it's all yours.
But you said you didn't give out scholarships.
Well, then call this something else. I couldn't get it up to the full 500 anyways, so call it a present or something.
Here you go.
What was that?
Check for 200. You made your 5.
Well, this isn't necessary. I think it would be best if I just...
Linnea.
Yes, sir? Snowy, I mean.
Walt just put in $200. If you don't take that money now, he'll never put in $1 for anything ever again.
Well, that's a little harsh.
And besides, we'd be honored if you'd consider this small contribution to your education as our gift to you.
Shouldn't I fill out an application or something?
I told you, she's a lawyer for sure.
You already did, hon. You already did. Radio Icebox will be back with the rest of the story right after this. It can be in the sound of the orchestra preparing, or in the sound of a sculptor working in stone, or even in the sound of laughter from inside a theater. It is the sound of art being created, and for over 3 decades, the sound of art being created has rung loud and clear in northeastern Minnesota. The Arrowhead Regional Arts Council has been encouraging local arts development in northeastern Minnesota through grants and services for over 35 years. Every year, they give out more than $500,000 to local artists and arts organizations, and that helps create $40 million in revenue and jobs created. To find out more about our arts programs or how you can get involved, visit aracouncil.org. The Arrowhead Regional Arts Council, where the arts flourish, you thrive.
Come on, hurry it up.
I don't know what you're expecting, Sam. We've opened the portal 5 times, and she hasn't come back through yet.
Well, 6th time is the charm. Besides, this time I...
You what?
This time I'll step through and look for her.
You could have done that 4 charges ago and saved a lot of trouble.
How's the temperature over there, Cody?
Redlining, just like we thought it would.
Well, what does that mean?
Oh, it means some of those converters are heating up and threatening system failure.
Overheating? What do you have in that thing, vacuum tubes?
Oh, of course not. But I had to change the silicon to gold ratio on certain connections on the motherboard, and those sections were never designed to withstand this kind of heat.
All of which means this has to be our last charge for a while.
Can't you just replace the motherboard?
Well, of course. In about 2 weeks. I made it myself, remember?
All right, I get it. I'll go through.
For real, Sam? Why? Why exactly didn't you do that 4 charges ago?
Not exactly sure how to say this.
Say what?
He's afraid of the portal.
Well, not afraid, not really, but... Okay, yes.
Well, I certainly understand.
You do?
Yes. Those things aren't safe, and we can't really know where Barb went. She might have stepped into a dimension with no oxygen, or roaming gangs of alligators. Who knows?
Thank you for understanding, Cody.
You're welcome.
But you're not really helping.
Do you want me to go through?
No, it won't be any safer for you.
Actually, I think it would be. After all, the very existence of future Cody would seem to suggest I survived for some time.
It would? Okay, no, I'm not going to do that. I need to step up and face this. That's just the way it has to be.
You're sure about that?
Yes. I can't be the law in this town and be afraid of a little thing like a rift in space-time. Not an icebox.
We're just about charged.
Okay. I'm ready.
Power at 98%.
Priming ignition.
Stand by.
Make sure we go all the way to 100 this time.
Check. Just about there. We're go.
Okay. 6th time. Ready, Sam?
As I'll ever be. Hit it.
Okay, better go right away. I'm not sure we can hold this one open as long as the others.
All right. I can do this. I can... What? What's happening?
I think something's coming back through from the other side.
You better stand back, Sam.
Yeah.
And you better draw your gun.
Right.
Barb!
Oh, are you all right?
I'm fine. Completely fine.
Did you find anything? What did you see?
What was it like?
It was horrible. When Charles found me, he was happy to come back.
So you found him then?
Oh, indeed. And as I said, Sam, he returned with me willingly.
All right. Where is he?
Well, it's complicated. But he's right here.
He's inside the dock.
He is there, and he is not there.
Great. Just so long as everything's clear.
We need to let this machine cool down. Let's go into the other room and talk.
So he's in there?
It would be more correct to say he is the duck.
I don't understand. Why couldn't he just come back with you?
Well, he didn't have much time to explain, but it did seem to have something to do with the fact that he's done this before.
Time travel? I knew it. That's how he looked so young.
Well, in a sense, yes. But Charles explained to me that to travel between dimensions takes something out of you. Most of us can only handle so many transfers from one dimension to another before... Well, he was quite obtuse on that point, but he said not good things start to happen.
Not good how? To the space-time continuum?
No, Charles seemed to think that it was rather too large to be affected. Well, like an ocean, one swimmer isn't going to make much difference. The problems he was talking about referred to one's person. Physically, mentally, you cannot travel between dimensions without the very cells in your body being affected.
So he turned himself into a duck.
Oh, that's not a duck.
I suspected as much.
Well, what is it then?
Well, Charles told me they have no name. They're creatures which seem to have the ability to move about space and time, taking on the appearance of something non-threatening and unimportant in each dimension. Here, they're ducks.
But you said that is Rogers.
Well, in a sense, it is Charles. And in a sense, it's still just this creature.
And in a sense, you're not making any sense. Is Rogers' mind inside this thing?
Yes, it is.
Oh, so they're telepaths.
Well, he explained it to me this way. Because the creatures are organic life forms which slip easily between dimensions, it's possible for them to coexist with a second life form in the exact same space and time. Charles is here and the duck is here. They're just occupying slightly different dimensions. We can see the duck because it's adapted to be in this dimension. Charles, less so.
Is it permanent?
No, it isn't. The universe is not designed for two beings to occupy the exact same space. It's like trying to cram 10 pounds of sausage into 5 pounds of casing.
That's an image.
His, not mine. The point is, they will separate of their own accord.
Oil and water.
What?
It's as if oil and water could actually mix for a time because you introduce another agent that allows them to mix, but then that agent degrades and the two separate again.
Yes. Oh, that's a much better analogy than Charles's sausage thing.
Okay, so when does Rogers separate from the duck?
He wasn't sure. The timing was unclear.
I assume you won't have any objections to my taking that duck into custody.
May I remain with him?
If you don't mind being locked up in an interrogation room.
I suppose this is a sacrifice that must be made for love.
You expecting someone?
No. Hello? Hello? I'd better go check on that.
That didn't sound right.
What do you mean?
Something about that door slam didn't sound right. It was more like someone was leaving than coming in.
Well, no one's here. A fresh set of tracks in the snow heading away from the back door, too.
Heavens! Have you had a prowler in the neighborhood?
Oh, I doubt it. A prowler wouldn't slam the back door.
Grandpa, was there any signs of snow inside the door? Snowy footprints, anything like that?
No, just a set heading off into the woods.
What are you thinking?
If there was no fresh snow tracked in, that means whoever it was inside the house.
Oh, wait a minute. I have a closed circuit set up. There's a camera by the back door.
I always meant to ask you, why do you have closed-circuit surveillance cameras all over your house?
Oh, originally I set up the system because I kept forgetting where I left my coffee cup.
Really?
Sure. It was a lot easier to just check the tape than to walk all over the place looking for it.
Okay.
But with all the craziness of the last few months, it seems like good surveillance has become a necessity.
Hard to argue with that.
Indeed.
And we rewind, and this camera here, the time code should come up in just a moment.
What the?
I don't understand.
I don't either, but cameras don't lie.
I'd better get down to the station. Barb, can you bring the duck?
I'd prefer you refer to him as Charles, but I shall accompany you.
What should Grandpa and I do?
Well, stay here, and I suppose lock your doors.
What on earth for?
I don't know, just... I don't know. Let's be careful for a change.
Are you there? We are here.
Quiet. I'm on the street. People might hear.
Might see, you mean?
Well, that too.
How do you keep the sighted ones from seeing? How is this accomplished?
Well, my radio...
The holy wave.
Right. My radio is a small headset unit. They'll all think I'm just walking through the snow listening to music or something.
They cannot hear the wave you listen to.
No.
Fascinating. We have much to learn from you, Jacob Jasper. But first, what of the device?
It works.
Are you sure?
I just saw it just now. I saw it in operation. They brought someone back from another dimension, and there's more.
Yes.
There are creatures here. I guess they look like ducks in our dimension. They can help people move back and forth between dimensions.
Yes. We know of these creatures. They are elusive and few in number.
They seem to be pretty numerous around here.
Can you acquire the device?
Why is that necessary if you're on a ship on your way here?
We're only a scout ship. A full-scale invasion will require a much larger transference device. By traveling between dimensions, we can have an entire armada in place instantly.
That makes sense.
Something is wrong, Jacob Jasper.
No, it's fine.
Sound is truth. Image is illusion. We can hear your voice. We know you are disturbed.
I'm still unclear on your plans.
We must further the holy wave. We must do the work of our forefathers. We must destroy the image and all who insist on using it. We know you are concerned for your planet and its people. This is admirable, Jacob Jasper. But you are also conflicted, yes?
I don't know anymore.
This is half-truth. You are conflicted. You dream of a world where your voice is the ultimate truth, where your appearance, where everyone's appearance is irrelevant. A world where radio can be king once again.
I just don't know.
We are the sirens. We are the keeper of the holy sound wave. Sound is truth.
Image is illusion.
Yes, Jacob Jasper. You have learned much. All we ask is that you teach what you have learned. Your audience will be the entire planet, all at once. Think of it. Your words shaping all. Peace and prosperity everywhere. And with prosperity will eventually come acceptance of the new order.
Blindness, you mean?
You cannot be a servant of the holy wave and possess sight. We have talked about this.
I know.
Will you help us, Jacob Jasper? Will you get us that device?
Long live the holy wave.
Yes. Listen carefully. Here's what you need to do.
This has been Radio Icebox Season 2, Episode 10, JJ Stares into the Void, featuring Ayla McIntosh as Abby, Cody Boyer played Cody, Jeffrey Adams was JJ, Jim Yunt portrayed Sam, Tom Bement was Major Rideau, Victoria Olsen played Barb, and Caleb Silvers portrayed the Sirens. Our play this evening was The Ambition Club by Jeffrey Adams, originally produced by the Icebox Radio Theater in 2011. It featured Justin Kapla as Pete, Jeffrey Adams was Snowy, Tom Bement was Walt, Victoria Olsen played Denise, and Rachel Malasig was Linnea. Other voices provided by the talented cast. Some sound effects from the Freesound Project at freesound.org. A complete list of music and sound effect credits is available at iceboxradio.org/credits. The Radio Icebox Playhouse theme song is Monkeys Spinning Monkeys by Kevin MacLeod at Incompetech.com, licensed under Creative Commons by Attribution 3.0. Radio Icebox Season 2 is made possible in part by the voters of Minnesota through a grant from the Arrowhead Regional Arts Council, thanks to appropriations from the Minnesota State Legislature's General and Arts and Cultural Heritage Funds.